Hey guys, thanks for joining us for Crew Talk, the official podcast for Bombers CrossFit, where we build healthy humans. This week, as we anxiously await the release of the first open workout, we're going to meet with all of the team captains to learn a little bit about how they got involved in CrossFit and how they got involved in the open. So, without any further ado, and in no particular order, let's meet with the captains. All right, hey Donna, so congratulations on being one of the team captains for the yellow team this year. You and David Knopfsinger are partnered up. David can't be with us today. So we just want to learn a little bit about your experience with the Open. But let's start off, how did you get started in CrossFit, that kind of thing?
Okay, so I live nearby and I knew I had to get something together fitness-wise, so I said, well, there's a gym there, maybe I should do CrossFit.
Yep.
And I'm friends with Cassie, Coach Cassie, so I said, convince me I should do CrossFit. And she said, you should do CrossFit. So here I am.
That's all it was, you should do it. That's a convincing.
Well, I was worried because I saw crazy stuff, like online, people doing crazy things, and so I thought maybe she might say, oh, before you do it, you might need to do a few things, and so she said, no, come right in. So I came right in. Yeah,
that's right. It's absolutely something for everybody. Hey, had you done fitness before? What were you doing up until that point?
Yeah, I'd done various fitness things. I was a runner for a long time, not a fast runner, just a runner, distance. And Taekwondo, I'd done Taekwondo for several years.
You got black belt, right?
Yeah, I got my secondary black belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not athletic necessarily, but I'd done various fitness things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and so you've been active, and even beyond that, your lifestyle is just active, right? You guys do a lot of hiking and sightseeing.
Yeah, we get out. Yeah, we do stuff. I've got kids, so I'm always trying to do stuff with them.
Traveling all the 50 states and things like that. Yeah. Yep. So what about the open? So when did you start CrossFit?
CrossFit, it's almost 5 years. In May, it'll be 5 years.
Oh. Have you been thinking about your 5-year anniversary one?
I got some ideas.
It's not a unicycle or a Rubik's Cube, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
Good. All right. So 5 years ago, did you do the Open the first year you were in?
No, first time I actually signed up for the Open was last year.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, I'm usually gone during the Open, so I didn't think it was...
Okay. And you haven't... Have you done the open work? You've done probably some of the open workouts over the time.
Yeah, hit or miss, different workouts, but to be there for the whole thing, that's the first time last year.
And so what was it like signing up for it last year?
Yeah, I was nervous, but it was pretty exciting. I ended up doing pretty well for my age group, so that felt pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're in the over 55 group too. So
it's a great place to be.
It is a great place to be, isn't it? Yeah, you know. Well, yeah, when you're looking at that 50-pound kettlebell or dumbbell, and it's like you can use the 35. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
One of my saddest open years ever was when I turned 50, because I had been under the impression that at 50 the weights went down, and they did not, and I was very sad. What was your? I remember doing the workout, the one with the dumbbell snatches and the lunges and the burpees over. No, they weren't dumbbell snatches; they were dumbbell cleans, right?
Oh gosh, I don't remember things very well.
I think it was like a hang clean and jerk.
Okay.
And then you had to do burpees over the dumbbell, and then you had to lunge back and forth. We were in on a Sunday or something like that and did it, didn't we?
I'm trying to remember. I came in one extra time. That was the only one for that one. It was Greg was here, and I told him, I said, the only way to encourage me is say, good job, don't yell at me, because it was just he and I.
Yeah.
That was a rolling one, but yeah, I can't remember all the. I don't have a great memory, so.
Yeah. But so you had a great experience overall in the Open.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Okay, and so now this is your second year, and this year you're going to be team captain. What team were you on last year? Do you remember?
Last year was blue.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So. And team yellow this year?
Team yellow. Yep. I've never been team yellow, so it'll be fun.
I've never been team yellow either, but yet I am this year, so that's great. So what are you looking forward to? What's your strategy? Do you have a strategy for
team strategy or personal strategy?
For the team. Well,
okay.
Let's start with the team, and then we'll talk about personal.
Okay, team strategy. My co-captain's not here, so we haven't discussed this yet. He's out of town. So I'm thinking, I'm just a big encourager. Yeah. I'll tell them good job. I'll tell the red team, blue team, green team, I'll cheer them on too, but I'm coming from a point of I'm cheering them on because I know we're winning. I'm cheering them on as the go for second, guys. You can get second. I'm not a trash talker so much, but so I'm going to encourage everyone, but just know that we know we're confident in who we are as the yellow team.
Yeah.
So.
And how methodical or meticulous are you in marking down points? Because that seems to be the captain's big responsibility is chasing people down and making sure they mark the board.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff. I'm good with strategy and maximizing and optimizing things. So, if that's my main job, I can do that.
Okay, good. So now what's your personal strategy going into this?
So I hurt my shoulder last year, so I will maybe not push so hard that I hurt it again.
Sure.
But if I can, I will RX everything because that just pushes me up. If I can do it, just show up and do the workout and do my best.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, hey, Donna, is there anything else I should ask you about the Open?
I don't think so. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Cool. Thanks for doing this.
All right. Go Team Yellow.
Get that part out. All right. So Camila and Chris, let's learn a little bit about how you got involved in CrossFit. We'll start with you, Camila.
I started CrossFit in 2023.
Okay.
I was just boring of going to the gym alone, and I was trying to make new friends.
Yep.
And a friend of mine told me about CrossFit, and there is a nice community to actually new people. Mm-hmm. And then I went, and I love it, and since there.
So was this back home in Brazil?
Back home in Brazil.
Okay.
And then when I got here in the end of 2024, alone, I came here alone, no family. I was like, well, I need to make some friends, and working in Brazil, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work here too. So I live like 5 minutes from here.
Yep.
I found online and I said, no, let's give a chance. And I came, I love it, and so far it's been a year here.
All right, perfect. All right, Chris, and what about you? How'd you get started in CrossFit?
So for me, it's kind of in my family. My sister owns Georgetown CrossFit in Texas, so I kind of got roped into it back in 2012, 2013. And then it was off and on, and then didn't really get back into it till 2018 full time, and then 2023, the end of 23, I started coming here.
Okay, all right. And so have you done the Open before?
Yeah, I did in 2023,
okay.
24 here, no, 24 in Brazil, 24 in Brazil, 25 here, and I'm going to do it again.
All right, and you signed up and everything for the...
No, this year is the first time I signed into the CrossFit leaderboard.
Okay.
Because I was so like beginner, I was like, I'm going to scale everything. It's not like fun, but now I have another mentality. I'm pretty sure I'm going to scale something this year, but I sign up anyway.
It's a common thing. I mean, a lot of people are reluctant to sign up for it in the beginning, and then after you've done it a couple of times, you realize it's not a big deal, you know. I mean, and it is kind of fun to put your name on the leaderboard, and just see where you stack up. So, Chris, what about you? Have you signed up for the Open every year?
I haven't. So I've never signed up for the Open. I participated a little bit last year due to a knee injury. I was kind of taking myself out with the indoor soccer. So hopefully this year I'll sign up and scale it and be my first time doing it.
Yeah, I remember that. The indoor soccer injury last year. Man, it was a drag.
Yep.
All right. So this is your first time to sign up as well?
Yep.
That's awesome. What are you guys, what are you looking forward to the most? It's like, we kind of look at it a lot of times in the Open. What's the movement that you really want to see, and what's the movement that you really don't want to see?
Well, I want to see things that I can do, but the movement that I'm absolutely in love now, it's the toes to bar, because I just got in and I'm improving it, and double unders. So those two movements were challenges for me for 2 years, and this year I actually unlocked this ability, so I want to see it. And what I don't want to see, it's like bar muscle ups and ring muscle ups, those things. It's like, I cannot do that, so I'll have to scale too much. But anyway, even if I have to, I will. So, but yeah, toes to bar and double unders.
That's probably a good bet that both of those double unders have been in every single year.
Good.
So toes to bar have been in quite a few times.
Good.
So I'm like her. I just got to not toes to bar. I just got double unders last week for the first time consistently.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
So that'll be the thing I look forward to. My calves are still sore, and the things I don't want to see is probably the bar muscle ups because I don't have that yet. So I don't have the technique.
Okay.
But I'm just happy to be with the team and try something new.
So you guys are the captains for the red team. You've never been captains before?
No.
Nope.
All right. So what are your thoughts? Do you know what the captain is responsible to do, or?
I got an email about it, so pretty much we're gonna follow the points of the team and motivate the team and organize some events like bringing food or decoration and those things. But yeah, my goal with this activity is actually to have fun and make everybody participate and have fun with us. Like.
That's a key thing. As long as you get all the people in your team involved, that's the big thing. It's kind of like herding cats sometimes, you know. So, Chris, what about you? What do you think?
I think the same thing. The social aspect of it for me, right, is getting in and motivating others and just encouraging them to do their best and having fun with it.
Yeah.
I think.
You know, we have the throwdowns every week. So one to be Thursday, one to be Friday, one to be Saturday, and so getting people to come out to those, even if you're not going to necessarily do the workout during the throwdown, just being there and like encouraging or judging or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So, what about any decorations? Have you thought about anything like that, or because the last couple of years, it's Dean, I think, was the guy that started this with the whole decoration thing, but.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do something. I haven't thought about it yet, but I will. Yeah.
All right.
It's like poker. We're going to keep it a secret until the day of.
That's okay. All right.
That's right.
Sense.
Team green and team blue. I just don't know what we're gonna do.
We're lucky because red is the best color.
100%.
Heart.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Well, with that, I think we'll close. Is there anything else you want to add?
Go Team Red.
Go Team Red. There we go. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. So this is, you guys are on what color?
Blue team.
Blue team. That's right. Team blue. That's right. Because Gabby just said that she wore blue. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, Gabby, how you got involved in CrossFit to start with.
So to start, let me think. I think it was I had graduated from high school and was kind of looking for something outside of like sports and that sort of thing. So I had a few friends that were into CrossFit. So I did that for a summer before I went to college, and then it kind of fell off because it's too expensive. And then I found Bombers 4 years ago, I guess, postpartum with my son, just needing an hour out of the house. You know, a good workout, challenging, but I didn't want to think about the programming. So here I am.
And Patrick, what about you?
Yeah, when I moved up here after college, I was doing my own thing, kind of at the gym, going to the base gym, and then COVID hit, and after COVID, I had gotten into some pretty bad habits, just in terms of not being super active. So at the time, I was working with Kevin Recchi and Jimmy, for those who remember Jimmy. Yeah. And Jimmy was all about CrossFit, and I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of being right, so I was like, I'm not going to ask him about it. I'm just going to choose a CrossFit gym. And I remember driving past Bomber, so I was like, I know that place exists. So I popped in, and Kevin was there, and obviously it's where Kevin and Jimmy were, so it ended up working out. But actually, very similar to what Gabby just said, it was a way for me to stay active and not have to think about what I was going to really do at the time. I was really kind of tired of going to the base gym and it being really packed and me having to adjust my schedule based on, or you know, what I was going to do based on what machines were available and things. So I really liked the intensity without having to know if I was just planning and building my workouts right or wrong.
Yeah. And so did you get involved in the Open straight away, the first year it came around for you, or?
I did, yeah, and I never really knew much about CrossFit outside of the day-to-day classes. Like, I didn't really know it was a huge event, and they were like, you should do it, and I was like, well, I need to work out that day, so I'll do it. And then I was like, I remember doing wall walks for the first time, and I was just like, wow, you know, the tape and the like no rep, and it was very intense. But I mean, I was excited because it was obviously the atmosphere, and everyone was, you know, encouraging you. I mean, it wasn't really a negative thing at all, but for me, I was just like, wow, this is very intense.
Yeah, there's something about somebody, you know, counting your reps and telling you, you know, they're giving you a little bit of encouragement, but you know that they're judging you too. I mean, they're holding you to, because you have, I mean, we always hold ourselves to a standard, but in this, it's elevated a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I think that's why it took a while for me to get comfortable coming to the events. Like, I stuck to just doing it during class because I was like, I'm not good enough and proficient enough to have a crowd of people around me watching. And then I think, you know, it took me a while to get comfortable and be like, oh, the people who are there for encouragement. They're not there to... The judge is there to judge me, but everybody else is not there to judge me. So
it's more for fun.
Yeah, exactly. It creates a really good atmosphere to do the workouts in. So I'm glad I'm come around to being comfortable with that.
So have you guys, you haven't been captains before?
No.
I haven't.
Okay, all right. So what do you think? I mean, what did you...
I think we're going to be first-time winners. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
man. Okay, all right. I don't know that the blue team has won before, right?
I don't
Not
think so.
yet.
Actually, not yet. We haven't been coaches yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. So, so what's your strategy about? Do you know what the responsibilities of the captain are? I can tell you the main one. Okay, is making sure that your members mark down their scores on the score sheet. You know, that's the main thing. It's like,
isn't it? At the end of the week.
Yeah. So you gotta watch for people that haven't been marking down their progress, you know, or you know, maybe you know that somebody got a first ever or they got a PR earlier in the week, but they didn't put it on the board. You've got to be able to track that down and find out.
Yeah.
Because it all comes down to what's written down, right? Essentially, I mean, besides, you know, team spirit and that sort of thing, but
So you got to know your team members. You got to track them down, make sure that they're coming and that kind of stuff. Make sure that they're wearing the right color. So I mean, you know, I mean, you can wear the team shirt, but as long as you wear the team color, that's the main thing, you know. So
cool.
So what are your other thoughts? What have you game planned anything else to?
Not yet.
No secret?
I mean, we have to go all out. I mean, we can't
other than winning. You've already decided that you're going to win.
Of course. The rest of it is minor details we just kind of have to figure out.
Yeah. And I guess figuring out that, have they announced the roster yet, I guess?
They just did today. I mean,
okay.
Maybe 20 minutes ago that email came out. So check your email.
Okay.
Because it is there now.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I think it's mostly going to be about just encouraging people to be involved and you can come to the event and wear the color. You don't have to do the throwdown, and just making sure that people are aware of what they have to do, I think, is going to be the big thing.
Yeah. And I think maybe coming from our perspective, you know, I started in September, so come February, it was still kind of very new.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want to be a part of that. But I feel like I should, and just maybe allowing people to know that, it's not as intimidating as it seems, and it's for fun, and, you know, I don't know, take some pressure off of it.
Yeah. So. The first year I did the Open, the first year the Open came around, I was at the base, and the base used to get their team would go to regionals every year.
Wow.
You know?
Oh, wow.
And so, and I thought that if I registered that my scores would count against them in a sense, you know. So I didn't register the first year for that reason, just because I didn't know any better. You know?
Yeah.
And so once I understood that, no, there's really no threat in doing this, you know, then I was like, okay, all right, cool, I'll do it, you know.
Yeah, I think it's been really cool my score has stayed the same, my percentile has stayed the same, but in theory I like to track in and watch myself get better, even though I haven't really progressed. But I think you can look back, I've only been doing it, this is my 4th or 5th, but you know, if you've been doing it for a long time, you can really look back and see the progression, which I think is a really cool idea, similar to how you can look at the workouts here.
Yeah. Sometimes I look at it and if it's like, well, I haven't gotten any worse than I was 5 years ago, so well, that's not bad, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting older and staying the same, which I think is a win.
That's a win. It is a win.
It is. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, guys, I think that's it.
Cool.
Appreciate you sharing some time, and good luck for the blue team.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Go blue.
Thank you. Go blue.
All right. Hey, so let's talk. We've got Will and Allison, the green team captains.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit and learn a little bit about you and how you got involved in this. So, Allison, we'll start with you. How'd you get involved first in CrossFit?
So Trent, my husband, started coming. Coach Trent.
Yep.
And he started coming about just over 2 years ago.
Okay.
And he told me to come. And then I was a little hesitant to come. And then I saw that Lily did the postpartum return to fitness, and that sold me.
Yeah.
I was definitely curious, but I was a little bit scared to try it. And then when I saw that she did that, I was like, okay, this seems more accessible than I thought it might be.
Okay. So did you start with that, or you just started with regular CrossFit classes?
I came to a Bring a Friend class.
Okay.
And then like a couple months later, I started coming, and I was kind of doing it simultaneously with Lily and also coming to classes.
All right.
Now she's an expert.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but
So
thank you.
what about you? How'd you get started in CrossFit?
I think that I tried a lot of different athletic activities before like CrossFit stuck, and so I did a lot of running. I did cycle. I did, I still play volleyball, but CrossFit is the one thing that kind of stuck. And I actually started one of my first workout was an open workout. It was the open.
Okay.
Known to me, I didn't know what that was at the time, but I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do this thing called the open, and I walk into the gym, and I'm like, oh dear Lord, what am I getting myself into? But it was a great experience for me to kind of start. But that's kind of where I started, was first workout being an open workout, being more than your normal amount of people in the gym, right?
Yep.
But the atmosphere was high, and the energy was high, and I was weak at the time. So
You remember the workout? What it was?
it was 15.1, so it was deadlifts, toes to bar. Back then, toes to bar were not what we would call toes to bar today. They were very much more strict. Toes to bar, deadlifts. I don't remember the last movement. And then the second part of it was like max clean and jerks for time.
Okay.
And so that was the first time I've ever heard toes to bar. It's the first time I ever heard clean and jerk.
Is that why you have a video of your clean?
That's why I
open?
have a video of clean and jerk somewhere on my phone that only a select group of people can see. Because it's not what I would consider what a clean and jerk looks like, but it's what my first clean and jerk looked like. Yeah.
Okay. And that is kind of intimidating to come in the first time when
100%.
someone's counting your reps, they're watching you specifically. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I got no rep, I was like, I thought I did this like the same as I did the last rep.
Like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah, I was doing CrossFit for a while, maybe 6 or 8 months, something like that. And we did Fight Gone Bad. This was on the base, and it was like a little mini competition we were doing. And I went to do the wall balls, and like my first 5 wall balls were all no reps. It was like no rep, no rep, no rep, no rep. Yeah, it was demoralizing.
Yeah. In a fun way.
It was demoralizing in a not fun way. Yeah.
When you're in the midst of things.
Yeah, I've still got the picture that a guy, Coach Adam, who used to be here, he took a picture of me after the workout, of me laying on the ground, and I remember him saying, well, his eyes are moving.
He's good.
Yeah. Allison, what about you? What was your first open experience?
I came to watch Trent 2 years ago. He was wearing this shirt. And yeah, so I guess at that point I had been coming a little, but not enough to like have any interest in doing the open. And so I brought the girls, and we all wore green and cheered for Trent. And so that was my first experience. I mean, and it was cool. Like I had fun being there. He was excited about it. He was like sweating down to his waist by the time he was done with the workout.
Yeah.
I can still picture that. And yeah, so then I did come and do one of the workouts just in class. I didn't actually participate in Throwdown 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So last year was my first actual open.
And did you register for the open, or?
I did.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Have you registered for the open?
Yeah.
So you started in 15. Have you been doing it every year since then? Or?
Yeah, and it's gone kind of... It's interesting to see, like, when you spend a lot of time focusing on like a specific movement, how you can finally see some, like, for example, double unders were always something for, so every time in the open there was double unders, that's when you saw, like, the dip. But I got double unders this year, so I'm excited to see if there's something
to do them.
Double unders is one of those movements it's been in the open every single year.
Yeah.
So,
and thrusters.
Thrusters, I think, yeah. The double unders, you can always...
Yay.
And I think it's mainly because, other than maybe a shuttle run, you'll never run in the open.
I know, it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. And so probably the best...
Give me a couple miles for time.
So they want to test cardio, they use double unders as a way to do that, so...
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
It's very unfair.
Yeah. I will say the first time I got any double unders at all, they were all singles, but it was like a 14-minute AMRAP, and you had to do, I think it was 90 double unders and then some other stuff. Okay, and so in 14 minutes, I got like 43 double unders. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the poor guy who was stuck having to count my double unders for 14 minutes. He's like 1, and then like 4 minutes later, he's like, "That's 2."
I hope I never have to count someone's double unders. Like, I don't feel confident that I can count them. The rope is moving so fast.
You listen to the rope. It's the sound of the rope that you
I can count mine.
Okay.
My rope is so thick, it's so loud. Everybody can hear it.
Yeah. You just listen to the sound and then count their feet.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not that hard. Really. So.
You don't look at the rope. If you looked at the rope, I don't know what you would be looking at exactly.
I don't know either.
Yeah, and if it's like, nah, that didn't sound right, it didn't count.
Okay.
All right, so this open this year, so you guys are both in. What is the movement that you hope to see and the movement that you hope not to see?
You want to go first? I'll go first. So I personally take the open as like a challenge to try things that I'm not willing to try outside of normal class hours. And so I personally, as much as I can't do it, I would like to see a ring muscle up in there. Only because historically for myself, the open has been when I've sort of been the tipping point of me getting to get the movement down in a way that will help me do it like in the future. So last year, like double unders was like when I finally got like in the open, I finally got like 5 or 6 in a row.
Right.
And so it's, for me, most of the movements are either a coordination issue or a mental issue. And so for me, ring muscle ups, I know I'm strong enough to get up there. I just mentally can't get up there, and I can't coordinate my body to move in the way I need it to move. And so I would like to see ring muscle ups in there. Movements that I would not like to see in there, God, can I give you a list?
Pick one.
I would probably say pistols. Pistols are some things I worked on I've worked on for a long time. Again, the coordination issue is what I would consider to be like the barrier.
Yeah.
And I don't foresee that in the future as being something that I could do this year. So
I don't think that's
Are they
likely
ever
to
in
come
open?
up. I don't think so. No, and I doubt pistols would come up in here.
perfect.
Okay.
I'm good.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
That would weed some people
Because
out,
normally
right?
they throw in,
Yeah,
well,
you
they
could
throw in
weed
things that are
weed
easy to
you out.
judge. Pistols can be a little more difficult to judge.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
Allison?
I would like to see pull-ups because I can do them this year.
yeah.
Without just doing single chin-ups like I
You do
did
chest
Right.
last year to grind through the workout.
You've been doing chest
I can do a few. It would be very hard.
Your pull-up game is good.
I think I would get no repped a lot. So yeah, that will be fun to do. I do not. What do I not want to see? I mean, I just still can't do obviously like the higher level gymnastics, like bar muscle ups and
Right.
stuff. But I'm sure especially by the third workout, there will be some of that. I know there will be double unders. I can do a little.
You can do, yeah.
So maybe like you said, this will be like
Yeah.
the taking off point for
Sure.
my double under. So,
Right.
yeah.
I think
That would
last
be
year
okay.
there was only like
It will
there
be
were
okay.
it was only like 20. It was a smaller number.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
not a big
that's right.
number.
So-
So that'll be okay. I can do that. I mean, I don't want to see thrusters, but they're gonna be there.
Almost invariably going to be.
So
yeah.
yeah, I'll struggle through those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, as far as your responsibilities as team captains? What do you foresee is the biggest thing expected of you, or the biggest thing you're going to be trying to work on?
Just getting people to participate.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I think we have a lot of people on our team who will be at the throwdowns if they, their schedule allows. And
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of people who are like tight knit in the community. So yeah, just maybe like the stragglers, trying to convince people to come. I know some people are nervous to work out.
Sure.
I remember last year, people I didn't expect, like
Yeah.
then hearing that they were nervous to come and work out at the throwdown. So yeah, I would just say making it fun and
Yeah.
trying to get as many people on our team too.
I think everyone is a little nervous. I am nervous when it's so crazy to me that like it's just a workout and I'm coming in, I'm like, oh, I get the jitters, my stomach
Yes.
hurts like a little
Yeah,
bit.
like you feel like you have to pee.
Yeah. you do all these things, like you eat a better breakfast and you get more sleep, and you take the next like 6 days of like less intense training, just to come to this workout and do this like workout. But I think for Allison and I is we'll just build a culture of understanding, but also a culture that is willing to kind of push you to maybe get that extra rep, or to do the thing that you weren't able to do. Because like for me, like I said, I think that this is a great opportunity. First off, I think the Open is so cool that everyone is just doing the same workout at the same time.
Yes.
That's super cool to me. It's not always cool for me to see where I stack in terms of everybody else, but considering that that's like the 25%, right, of and so I personally really just want to see everyone go for something that they would never consider to go to. Like Allison and I were talking about, how can we, be the hype men for the team, and I think that's kind of where we sit. Is we want to be their biggest cheerleader as they're trying to do something that's more difficult than what they may have ever done before.
Yeah. I think tracking people down, make sure that they mark the board and stuff like that. But then getting people involved, that's the biggest thing, So I think most people are a little nervous and intimidated by it. But once you do it, then you realize it's really low threat, Yeah. Yes, ranking yourself in the CrossFit universe sometimes can be a little demoralizing, but you have to equally rank yourself then with the general population at Walmart or something, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And so it's like, you might feel like, wow, in the CrossFit world, I'm not very fit. But you compare yourself against the people at Walmart, and it's like, yeah, I'm pretty damn awesome,
Yeah, we often compare ourselves to just the other people in this gym.
Yeah.
But this is such a small sampling of what I would consider fitness. Like when I am with like Allison and Kayla, and like we're talking and we're running, right? Like we're comparing ourselves to people that are already kind of equal in terms of fitness. But then I have other friends that don't work out or go to the gym, and they're like, I cannot believe you just ran 4 miles. Like I could never do that. And Allison and I, it's just our normal Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to it's just, again, the culture that we get to create here at CrossFit is fantastic, because we're surrounded by people that are willing to put in the work, and for us it seems like not too much like of a big deal. But then, like I was talking about, I leave for a cruise this week, and I'm talking about I'm so excited to like run on the track on the top deck, and like actually be in the sun, and that's not usually what people say when they're going on a vacation.
That's true. That's right. I've been spending the last couple of days like going through CAP and like picking out some, I can do that one on the boat, I can do that one, I can, I'm trying to plan out my workouts, and it's like, people
don't usually do that.
No, that's not typical.
Well, guys, I think that's it. If you got anything else to add about the green team?
Oh, God.
Anything else to say?
I don't know.
I would say everybody else has been saying go green, but
no,
or go blue or go yellow. Or,
we all know that we're probably going to win. So
I don't know. Blue sounded supremely confident that they were going to win.
I mean, I don't think there is no part of my body that feels 100% confident. I feel that we will all show up in a way that will make our team proud.
That's what I would
say we would do.
I love that.
Yeah. And also keeping in mind the charities, and like,
that's right.
Making sure that people are donating. And yeah, I think that's a neat element of it too. Like reminding people that that's part of it, and it's not just like all about.
It really is my favorite thing, the way we do the Open here. I think it's really great. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for sharing your story with me.
Thank you.